This is Backdoor Boink, where we welcome every side of everyone. Please note, this is an 18-plus podcast. It's time to put in some earbuds if you don't want to answer awkward questions from your children, family, or friends. I'm Kayla, a certified relationship and intimacy coach.
And I'm MJ, and I brought the lube.
In this podcast, we explore the behind the scenes of a weekly wellness topic. Our goal is to help you feel good, be naughty. Thank you for checking out our After Dark, After Hours podcast. You can find more information, including our YouTube channel, social media accounts, events, Discord, and products at boinked.com. That's www.boink-ed.com. Now, let's get in that back door. You ready to do this thing?
What are we doing? Is it kinky?
It usually is.
Not always in the good way, though.
How is kinky never a good way?
Age. Come on, think about it.
I don't want to think
I wake
about
up kinky some mornings. It has nothing to do with the fun kind of kinky.
Oh, snap, crackle, pop.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
No, I was thinking the fun stuff.
Oh, the fun stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, thank you for my notes this evening.
If by notes you mean all the jumbled ideas that are up in my brain.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I had a 2-week run of notes anyway, and now I'm going on 2 weeks without.
I like going off the rails.
I don't even know what we're talking about tonight.
I actually haven't decided.
So folks,
we talked about the, weird spots to insert things.
Is weird really the appropriate term, or the should we just call them unique spots?
Unique spots. That's
okay.
Fair.
They're weird spots. Got it.
Or we teased everybody with either the reset.
Have you tried turning it off and back on again?
Essentially.
And
then there was the whole story time. We're not ready for the story time.
No, we're not doing story time.
Okay.
Not tonight.
We will save that for another night. That includes a lot more wine, I think.
On my part.
Okay. So, what do you want to do? Unique spots or the reset?
I think we should ask the studio audience. Oh, we don't have one.
No.
Damn.
That's not the way this works.
You're no fun. I don't really care. Either way, I'm shooting from the hip, as per always.
Do we have a coin? Could we flip a coin? We could flip a penis.
Yeah, don't flip the penis.
Okay. What do we got lying around? There's some in the...
Oh, coin pouch.
Coin pouch. The change purse. All right.
So we have here a 2007 quarter.
Okay. Heads is...
I win.
Tails is...
You lose.
I hate that. I hate that thing. My dad got me with that so bad when I was younger. So...
I'm not going to catch it. I'm going to flick it on the ground, and what it lands on is what it lands on.
Okay. Heads will be... Heads will be the unique spots.
Okay.
And tails will be the reset.
Okay.
Go for it. Ching. Heads, we're doing unique spots.
Okay.
Middle
of the high school football field.
Oh.
Oh, not that kind of unique spot.
No, but I once did it in the dugout of a baseball diamond.
Yeah, that's cool.
In the winter.
That's chilly. At least I was middle of summer.
Did you really do it on the football field?
Right smack, yeah.
Are you fucking serious? How have I not heard this?
I've told you that.
Oh, man. I'm a wee bit jealous. I feel like we need to up our adventurous locale game. Where's the most adventurous place that we've done it?
Oh, you're waiting for an answer?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, you tell me. It's not for lack of trying on my part.
I have no idea.
We haven't.
This needs to be rectified.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So unique places on a person's body to have sex. That's what we're going to talk about.
Ooh. The ear canal. The nostril.
What? Oh, God. And then my brain just went all sorts of dark. It went dark.
Those would definitely be unique.
Okay. Well, let's steer this topic back on before this turns into a horror show. Get it? Horror show? You can laugh anytime now.
Leave the dad jokes to the professionals.
Oh, burn. Noted. Okay.
Duly noted.
So yeah, we're going to talk about places to have sex on a person's body. Now, that being said, I do have...
Belly button.
That sounds really painful. And I also think there's a blonde joke in there somewhere. Something about a bruised belly button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not going there.
Anyway, I do want to preface this whole topic with saying it is penis forward.
Usually that's the direction it points, yes.
Sometimes it points up, sometimes it points down, sometimes it points to the left or right.
But it generally points in a forward-facing direction.
Forward-ish. Generally, yes. But this episode, because we're talking about where you could stick a phallic object on another person's body.
Okay.
I mean, technically, you could use a dildo to fuck the areas of the body that we're going to be discussing. If the recipient has some sort of arousal from those particular erogenous zones, fuck yeah.
But generally, this is going to be a cisgender male-oriented or penis pal.
Penis pal. A penis pal-oriented poke fest.
Okay.
Okay? But that being said, you can use a dildo if the recipient of said poking enjoys the sensation in these areas of their body.
Okay.
Deal?
Okay.
All right. So when we're talking about areas of the body that are not generally a hole, so I'm not talking about blowjobs, oral, face fucking. I'm not talking about vaginal canals. I'm not talking anal sex. What's the first thing that comes to mind on where you would next stick a penis or dildo on somebody's body?
Your hand.
Okay. Hand jobs. I feel like we could dedicate a whole episode to hand jobs for both genitalia. We should do that. We should write that down.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
So other
but that's
than
me.
That's okay.
I mean, we know I'm kinky and stuff. We know but right off the top of my head, now you want to think outside the box?
Outside the box.
You want me to think outside of my box, my comfort zone.
Okay.
Things that I'm not into, but others are? Okay. Yeah.
I see you eyeing my body. Where would you stick it?
Well, the first thing that would come to mind would be a boob job.
A boob job.
Because that would be the next classic go-to.
That is probably a classic, especially with porn and everything.
Yeah.
Titty fucking. Or the appropriate term would be mammary intercourse.
No, titty fucking.
Titty. You're so classy.
You want a motorboat later or not?
I do love a good motorboat.
You do.
It does make me feel like I have something up there to offer. You know, being of the itty bitty titty committee over here.
There's nothing wrong with itty bitty titties.
What is it? Some people say a handful. Your go-to is...
Anything more than a mouthful
is a waste.
Is a waste.
All right. I mean, that I feel is a pretty standard one. You see it in a lot of porn.
You do.
It usually ends with a
facial
or a pearl necklace,
right.
if you would. So yes, ejaculate all over the face or neck or cleavage. There you go.
Yeah.
I hear it's really good for the skin.
Yeah, I don't know.
Come on, don't I look super young? Anyway.
Who you been hanging with?
Ouch! Ouch. All right. So one of my favorite ones that I learned through the sex coaching education was armpit sex.
Ooh, armpit sex. That sounds like it could be interesting. I mean, I'm not going to knock it till I try it, but...
Okay.
I can actually see that.
You can see that one.
I can see that one because as the bottom, they have control over the pressure. I mean, are we going completely like spearing through the armpit?
Yeah, through the back. So from the front of the armpit, outside the back side of the armpit.
Front to back, whatever. You're spearing through it. You're not poking into the shoulder.
Yeah, you're not poking up into the muscle and tissue. Right. Yeah,
so,
you're letting somebody
I can
fold
see that.
Their arm down
because
around.
You can control the pressure. You can, I mean...
It's soft.
Yeah, it's soft.
Soft
it's
and cushy.
Fleshy.
Yeah. Plenty of lube.
Yeah.
And actually, the more we're talking about it, the more I am intrigued by it, honestly. Because we have had, in our 13 years together, 2 episodes that involved armpits that were ridiculously arousing. Like, I still have this sense of shock and awe that that particular area of the body gets that kind of response?
We don't go there often.
No.
Because A, it doesn't cross our mind, and B, you don't want to wear it out. You don't want it to be a regular. At least we don't.
I suppose. And there is a cultural stigma, body odor,
I don't care about that.
self-consciousness, that sort of thing.
I mean, the self-consciousness is on
the individual.
the bottom.
The bottom, yes.
In
exactly.
that case. Whoever's
Receiving.
the bottom for that particular moment.
Exactly. But in our experience, when we have been in a mindset where we're just letting freak flags fly and we're just exploring bodies, there's been 2 occasions now where you have been in the general area of my armpit, and the touch there has been, for lack of better phrasing, electrifying.
Once you get past the initial tickle.
Once you get past the initial tickle, which, hey, tickling is a fetish, it's a kink,
It is.
Yep, all the things.
But you don't like to be tickled.
No.
So
it wasn't about that.
No.
But it was definitely something that took me out of my own head and
comfort zone.
My comfort zone. It definitely pushed the boundaries, and it just shot arousal coursing through my whole body.
You kept saying, no, I think, kind of like, no, just don't. And I'm just like, shut up and enjoy it.
Yeah.
If you're enjoying it, enjoy it. If you're not, I'll stop.
Right.
But
it was not a no stop, but a, hey, I'm confused. My body is really enjoying this. My brain is telling me this is not quote unquote normal.
There's nothing we do that's normal.
That is 100% accurate.
So anyway, back to pit fucking.
Pit fucking. Actually, you want to know the fun slang term for it? This is what was making me giggle when I was researching. Are you ready?
Sure.
Are you sure?
Sure.
Bagpiping.
Okay.
Bagpiping. That's
makes
funny.
Sense. It makes sense.
That's cute.
Yep.
You want to try some bagpiping later?
Maybe.
I'd be down. Plenty of lube.
Maybe.
Plenty of lube. You don't want chafing in there, like.
Haven't we established I like it dry and rough?
Oh, I don't want chafed armpits. No. Oh gosh. All right. So mammary intercourse, axillary intercourse. I always want to say auxiliary, but I think that's related to ears, right? Sound.
That would be auditory.
Auditory. What's auxiliary? Auxiliary input.
Like a secondary, like a backup.
Secondary. Yeah. Oh. So would you say auxiliary input would be another word for backdoor?
Sure.
I like that. Anywho. All right. So we have at least 2 more spots.
2 more. Just 2?
At least 2 more. Now, you can create more. However, not all of them have terms. Oh, you know what? I did forget one. So we have at least 3 more. And then a couple more that you can be creative with, but don't have known terms.
Okay.
All right. So what's the next one you think of? We've covered tits and pits.
Okay, but I didn't think of the pits. I was thinking, feet.
Feet. Sex with the feet. Now, foot fetish, which we know is actually a foot kink because you are having attractions to a person.
Right.
Not just...
But this can also be part of the foot fetish.
Right. But the term fetish is reserved for things that are inanimate, and technically a foot is part of a person unless you're having sex with a severed foot, which I saw the coolest thing by Evolved the other day.
What?
It is a severed foot toy, and on the bottom, in the arch of the foot...
They put a hole in it?
Not just a hole, like a whole realistic vulva.
Oh.
Like, and it's cut off like up towards above the ankle, so you could insert into that foot.
So the toy that I'm thinking of is 2 feet together.
Oh.
It's a masturbator, so it's just above the ankles.
Yeah.
And there's a gap in between.
Oh.
So the two big toes and the heels
are touching with a little bit of a gap.
Yeah, so it's more of a foot thing than an actual foot with a vulva.
Well, yes, there's a whole market. Foot kinks, foot fetishes are definitely becoming more mainstream.
Well, it's easily mainstream for manufacturers. Take a cast of anybody's foot and make a toy with it.
even that, I feel it's becoming more public, especially with things like OnlyFans and Instagram and foot fetish. You can make a buck if you're willing to sell some pictures of your feet.
Mine are for sale.
Not yours. Not
if
yours.
anybody wants my pictures.
You know what? You would have to pay people
I know.
to shut your profile down.
Okay.
Or people would pay you, rather, to shut your profile down.
Okay.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
I'll have to create a profile first.
Please don't. Oh, my gosh. I love all of your body.
My feet are my feet. Many, many years wearing boots.
Yes.
Takes a toll.
So, podophilia.
Mm-hmm.
Podophilia is an attraction to feet. Sex with feet? Foot job.
Foot job.
Foot job.
Easy enough.
I could not find a medically equivalent term. There's probably one out there, but not on an easy search that I was able to find.
I mean, you can do a lot of things with a foot. If you're into it, you can...
Stick it in places?
Yeah. Suck on the toes. Lick the toes. Smell them.
Yeah. But
Pedicures.
Pedicures feel so good. If somebody wanted to worship my feet, I'd be okay with that. But...
Your feet are not much better than mine.
They're significant. A horse's hooves are significantly better than your feet. I love you. But I want to elaborate on this whole foot sex thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you were talking about a toy that had the sides of the big toe and the sides of the heel touching to create that circular opening.
Right.
Or elliptical opening. It's been my experience, as I did have a partner who was interested in feet, that what you can do is take the bottoms of your feet, like if you were clapping with your hands, do that with your feet, and using the arches, insert penis or dildo through the arches.
So you're sitting in that
lotus style.
Lotus pose with your...
Yep.
Your I can talk. Words are hard. Feet palms is what I was thinking.
Feet palms.
Feet palms.
I like that.
The bottoms of your feet together.
Yes.
Yeah.
And lubricate there, insert through there, let them fuck between your feet.
And
you're getting a little massage.
We go back to last week with the masturbation. If you're not really feeling PIV,
yeah,
there you go.
Have at. You get a foot massage. Partner gets some kinky fun out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't hurt.
Unless you forget the lube.
Oh, with the chafing again. So we probably should have started this off by saying lube is required for all
Silicone.
of these. Silicone. I agree.
Hybrid.
Silicone or hybrid lubricant for these, because your body's just going to whatever area
it's
you're
just
putting
going to suck up all the water.
Especially feet. You know, they're a lot of times
they're
cracked,
dry to begin
with. Yeah. Okay, so we've got bagpiping, titty fucking, and foot jobs.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty good list so far.
So far.
The next one that came to mind for me was between the thighs.
Ooh.
Yeah, that sounds like a good spooning.
I think we've done that a few times.
Oh, yeah.
Spooning, just playing around, but nothing serious.
Yeah.
I mean, we weren't looking to get each other off. We were just spooning, feeling flirty, but...
Yeah, just feel good, rubbing body parts. Kind of nice, sensual.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And it's not an area of the body that elicits too much self-consciousness. I mean, if you're letting somebody up in your genitalia, your thighs are a hop, skip, and a jump away. Chances are you'd be pretty comfortable with that. So yeah, a little bit of lube on the insides of the thighs, and you can get that full spooning effect.
Mm-hmm.
If your partner has a short phallic presentation, perfect. If you've got badonkadonk that could get in the way of going full-on vaginal anal right between the thighs, there you go. And then you can do the nice thing about, and this is actually referred to as intercurl sex, so a nice thigh job, you can start shifting your hips side to side and get this full rotating massage around the penis. Yeah, start playing with some different movements.
The bottom could also reach their hand into their thighs and touch and stroke a little bit even.
Yeah. Now that your hands are all free, because you're not, combination hand-thigh job.
There you go.
Yeah. Don't forget to tickle the balls. I saw your face just kind of like,
I'm trying to figure out how that's possible.
You can reach between your legs.
But won't that screw up the pressure on the thighs?
Honey, thigh gaps are not a real thing in life.
I know that.
There's enough cushion there to reach down through and still get some stroking. It's okay. Or reach around behind yourself.
I suppose.
Whatever. You just don't want anything tickly near your balls.
No.
Try
Personal
and make
preference,
excuses.
no.
Yeah, I get that. One of these days I'm going to wake you up with a feathered tickler to your nutsack.
I dare you.
That sounds like a really good time.
For who?
Me? Challenge accepted.
And the brat shows.
Exactly. When does it not?
Do you want this brat to show?
Uh-oh. Run away. Okay. One more spot.
Just one more?
Just one more before we get into the not commonly named ones.
Okay. What? Knees? Eyebrows? Elbows? Ears?
How are you going to fuck someone's eyebrow?
I don't know.
Somebody has found a way.
I'm sure they have.
Somebody has found a way. No. The badonkadonk. We were just in that general area.
So we're just going to go north a little bit and slide between the cheeks.
Between the cheeks, yes. Not into the anal cavity. Not past the sphincter, all right?
We're just going to knock on the door and bypass it.
Right, exactly.
Oh, okay.
So like an anal massage with your penis or dildo.
Okay.
What are your thoughts?
Could be fun.
Yeah?
It's kind of like the thigh thing.
Yeah.
You know? Could be fun.
I could see it as another...
A little extra squeeze.
Right? I could see it as another tangent to the cuddling.
It could be, yeah.
You know, and then you get that whole body motion in there again. While the vagina is a really, really nice place to stick a penis, all right? Us vagina owners don't have a whole bunch of control in there. Yeah, we can do some Kegels. We can strengthen that shit up. We can, start doing little pulses up in there. But when we start talking about fucking other areas of the body, that's a whole new world of sensation for the top. Same thing with the ass. You can tighten that up. Just whoop.
Okay.
Similar to a Kegel.
Yeah.
Same idea.
Same idea.
But, I said but.
Mm-hmm.
When we're talking about other areas of the body, so much more movement available, so much more sensation if you can get over that self-consciousness.
I understand some people just can't. And
oh,
that's
yeah.
fine.
That's totally fine.
But are they willing to try it once?
For science? For science. So how many of these have we tried? Wait, you haven't stuck it in my armpit. 3?
Mm-hmm.
Titty? Thigh? I don't think we've done the between the butt cheeks one.
Not unclothed. I know we've done it clothed.
How can you stick it between my butt cheeks with clothes on?
Well, there's the cuddling at night and you teasing me.
Yeah, I don't know that we've taken it to the full where you could call it intergluteal sex.
No.
Just some teasing, some grinding, maybe.
Okay.
But intergluteal sex is a act all
So
its
no,
own.
we haven't done that.
Okay. All right.
We've done the teasing, the grinding with it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's as far as we've gone with that.
But you can make it a whole entree, if you will. Slather some lube between there. Or if you're aroused and have a person that is producing natural lubrication, just whoop,
Drag it up.
drag it right on back and squeeze those ass cheeks together. What is this face that you're making? Am I being too descriptive?
I was just thinking adding some dressing to the salad before you toss it. But that's a whole nother topic.
Yep. Toss salad is a good way to get things going, get things purring for this. There's nothing wrong with a toss salad.
Yeah, sorry folks, we're all over the place tonight.
We are all over the place
as
tonight.
always.
Oh, speaking of, you know what, since we just went off on a tangent,
Yeah.
while I was looking up the appropriate terms for the things that we're discussing, I came across 2 really fun terms, and I just want to put it out there. Don't answer the full definition. Just tell me if you know what part of the body this is. Weenus.
And?
Yes or no? Do you know what part of the body it is?
And?
Weenus. Do you know what it is?
And?
Flagina.
Go ahead. Tell the people.
I kind of want to leave them in suspense, but they're just going to Google it.
They are. And then that'll be in their Google history.
Okay. I want you to tell me what they are first then. You don't know.
I don't remember.
You don't know.
No, I don't remember.
Okay. The weenus is one that some people actually have heard. The weenus is the excess skin on the outside of your elbow. So when you put your arm straight and you can pinch that little that's your weenus.
Oh.
I have a weenus. I have 2 weenuses.
Aren't you special?
I'm very special. I am very excited to know that I have weenies.
Okay. And next?
You should be very excited to learn that you have flaginas.
Uh-huh.
It's the webbing between your fingers. Flaginas. Phalanges. Flaginas. You have flagina.
Okay. Sounds more like something I should go see the doctor about, though.
Oh, sorry. It's the webbing between your thumb and forefinger. So just this part.
Oh.
Not between all your fingers.
Okay.
Thumb and forefinger. That's a good pressure point, by the way.
I know.
For anxiety, headaches.
Taking people down. I mean, I don't...
Wow.
Yeah.
Vicious much. Big smile over there. All right. So where are other places on the body that you could have some manner of sex?
Well, you can do your armpit.
Yeah.
And you can do behind the knee. Did we talk about that?
So we did the armpit.
Right.
But behind the knee. This was...
Also inside the inside of the elbow.
Yes. Yes. So in trying to find terms for the behind the knee or inside of the elbow, I actually could not find any medical equivalent terms for those.
I went as far as going to Urban Dictionary.
I love Urban Dictionary. It's gotten a little...
It's out of control.
Spammy.
It's out of control.
Anybody can contribute, but there's still some good classics there.
But what they call it is knee pit sex.
Knee pit sex. And elbow crease sex
Yep.
is the other one I've seen. But no medically... And I wonder if that's...
They haven't taken off.
Well...
I mean, they may have taken off. People may be into it. But there's probably a stigma around it still, so it's not out in the communities yet. And they haven't gotten together and said, hey, this should be called this.
Maybe. I also am wondering if those particular parts of the body are, as erogenous. I mean, the thigh, the breasts, the ass cheeks, even the armpit. These are erogenous zones.
They are.
Rubbing these, kissing these, touching these, it is going to create arousal for the bottom. I don't know that the same is 100% true for behind the knee.
Kissing behind the knees works for you. But is that a personal thing?
Yeah, I don't know that
Or is that a whole, I'm already
touching all over.
and kissing your legs and your thighs and your knees.
Right.
Is it just all wrapped up?
I think that's probably the case. And then B, there are actually some pretty bony areas inside the elbow crease or the knee pit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Once you
bone
bend
and cartilage.
Yeah, once you bend that knee around a penis, maybe owie?
Most likely.
Owie. But I totally want to rub my weenuses on...
They're not weenuses if your elbow's bent.
I still have a little weenus when I bend my elbow.
No.
It's hard.
It's not the same.
It's a hard weenus when you bend it. Anywho. So these are unique places that you can and people do have sex.
See, when you said unique places, I was thinking like middle of the football field.
Oh.
Back of the family station wagon at the drive-in.
That's not really unique. That's pretty classic.
That's classic, but how many drive-ins are around now?
That's true. That's true.
And how many families actually have station wagons?
Buck beavers. I think behind the drive-in screen would be pretty hot.
Yeah, because it's on the roadside usually.
Well, still, this whole idea that there's a whole bunch of people watching you, but they can't actually see you, that's hot. Okay, but as far as unique places, I have still not lived out my fantasy place.
Which one? The trampoline?
Yeah.
It's in the backyard.
I know, but we need to find body-safe whipped cream. If anybody out there knows a recipe
you're not going to
for body-safe whipped cream. What? I just want to fuck on a trampoline covered in whipped cream. Is that so much to ask?
Yes.
Why?
Have you seen the price of whipped cream?
At this point, I am going to be 35 in a week and a half.
old.
Fuck off. I'm going to be 35 in a week and a half. I am this close to downgrading from whipped cream to Jell-O.
Ew.
At least it's slippery.
Still sugars.
You can get sugar-free.
Still sugars.
People wrestle in Jell-O or fucking tubs of Jell-O all the time.
People put whipped cream on their cooch and somebody else licks it off all the time. Doesn't make it right. Doesn't make it body safe.
Somebody find me a body safe, slippery, edible food type thing that I can slather all over my trampoline and go to town. Please. 35 years old. This has been in my brain since before legal age. Okay, I need to do this. Would you be a willing participant or an unwilling one?
Probably unwilling.
It's gonna happen.
It's getting cold out.
Oh. So all the more reason, put a rush on it. Get us some information ASAP. All right. So how would you recap? What's the moral of the story of tonight's podcast?
If you're fucking unself-lubricated places, be sure to apply copious amounts of hybrid and or silicone lube to avoid any chafing and burns.
That was very studiously put. Lovely job, Grasshopper. You are learning yet. You want to know what I think tonight's lesson was?
Anything's fuckable?
What?
If you're brave enough.
If you're brave enough. Kind of. Actually, I think if we had to say what tonight's lesson would be, is that exploring your body should be something that we're doing together with our partners.
Now, that being said, everybody says bodies are beautiful.
They are.
Bodies are great. Bodies are lovely.
If you follow this up with a but,
bodies are fucking gross. Okay? And having a little bit of medical background knowledge, they're fucking gross.
But that's just it. All of them are. And you have to embrace the gross to enjoy the beauty and have fun.
Okay, I guess. That's where I was going, but, you know.
But I took the words.
You cut me off, yeah.
I'm sorry. Are you breaking out a paddle? Careful, careful with the equipment. Find a paddle later. Ooh, it's the crop. Hey now. Okay, we need to wrap this episode up because there's a crop. There's a crop a-flying, and, you know, Mama's got bodily reactions to that. So.
And I think I'm going to knock my microphone over if I'm not careful. Sorry about the rustling. Had to get a crop out.
Yes. So, yeah, if you can push past your self-consciousness.
Just.
And know that your partner.
Baby steps.
Baby steps. Baby steps. I'm not saying you got to try all these in one night. Or ever.
No. No, that would definitely be a long night.
That would be a long night. Or ever. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to have intergluteal sex.
No, but
maybe an intergluteal massage. Maybe some kissing, light touches.
Something you're more familiar with. Try
the behind the knee kisses.
Behind the knee kisses. I was thinking upper body, breasts.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't had a good titty fuck, that's a good spot to try. For sure.
And it doesn't even have to be to completion.
No.
Throw a little lube in there and have a little fun with it, little foreplay, and see how you both feel.
I will say that this is one area where I do think that spit is okay to use as a lube.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not worrying about micro tears in, sensitive areas that can become infected.
Spit's easier to clean up.
And you're,
as long as you don't mind the whole spitting.
True.
Some people do.
Saliva's a bodily function. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if you can get past those self-conscious thoughts, if you can start to explore new areas of your body with your partner, or start to explore your partner's body, can open up a lot of fun. These are erogenous zones that don't come to mind very often. So,
other than a brush or a touch or a kiss.
Right.
Have some fun with them.
Absolutely. I will say that from my experience with the foot fucking, all right, the foot jobs, it didn't necessarily do anything for me, the act of it, but watching my partner's reaction, holy shit, yeah. So, another way to look at it. So that's our topic for unique fuckfests, I guess. Maybe fuckfests is the wrong word.
Willy goes where?
Willy goes where? We just found our episode name. One more time.
Willy goes where?
Willy goes where? Where's Willy? Okay. So that's it. We've got the moral of the story. We need one more thing to wrap this podcast up.
We do?
You do.
I do.
Yep. Come on.
I had it. Where was it? Oh, here it is. I put it in a safe place. There once was a man from Racine who was an amazing fucking machine. Both concave and convex, he could screw either sex and jerk himself off in between.
Wow. Where is this person? Because both concave and convex. Yeah, I like that one. Wait, it said where he was from. Where's
Racine?
Where's Racine?
I don't know.
I'm going to Google it.
Probably some Mediterranean area.
Too far away.
Nice weather, though.
All right. Did you have fun tonight?
Don't I always?
Are we going to try some, not auxiliary?
Auxiliary. We're going to try some auxiliary fucking. Let's go. Come on.
No. We established what auxiliary was. No, axillary sex is on our to-do list.
Oh, is it?
And we are looking for recommendations on unique locations.
Places.
Not places on the body, unique locations to have intercourse. So please, leave a comment or leave a story with your weirdest place that you've ever had sex. Okay, say goodnight to everybody.
No.
Why?
Because I'm not done.
Oh, okay. I'll just sit back. You take over the show.
I don't want to. Good night.
Wow. And this is your weekly reminder that tops are just brats with power. As always, thank you so much for listening and putting up with the shenanigans. We appreciate you. We hope you've learned something tonight. And we will see you next week. Maybe we'll talk about that reset button that we keep teasing.
Willy goes where?
Sit back. Let me say goodnight to the folks.
You just did.
All right, but I have to do the usual. The ever important, the key, stay you, stay beautiful, feel good, be naughty. Good night.
Willy goes where?
Thanks again for listening to this podcast. I started Boink in 2022 with the goal to create a safe environment and culture for all genders and sexual orientations, to learn about and embrace every part of themselves and one another. We offer workshops, events, and various inclusive products, along with consultations to make sure we take a holistic approach to enhancing individuals' sexual satisfaction with themselves or their partners. I believe that when you accept yourself and your partner on the most intimate of levels, it filters out into your daily life. The World Health Organization recognizes this, saying sexual health is fundamental to the overall health and well-being of individuals, couples, and families, and to the social and economic development of communities and countries. So as long as you'll have us, Boink will be here. Kink-affirming, gender-blurring, sex-fulfilling. And you can find any of our details at www.boink-ed.com.